I'm Manuel Prior. I'm the CEO of Porcelanosa North America.
I want to welcome our next guest, Manuel Prior, who's the CEO for Porcelanosa, specifically in North America. Manuel, thank you for joining us today. I'd love for you to share the story in terms of how you got here today at Porcelanosa and a little bit about your own background.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited, to be with you with Material Bank today. So the story of Porcelanosa starts 50 years ago. We just turned 50 a couple of weeks ago, actually. So in Villarreal, Spain, in the east coast of in the Mediterranean coast. And it's a very inspiring story in the terms. It's like, three gentlemen that after like a very bad years with they were in the orange, business, and they decided that they should do like something else because agriculture was not a very reliable source of income. So they started like a tile company. So this is how Porcelanosa started. We started as a mainly tile company, very high-end tile, which back in the days in Spain didn't exist that. And, we've been expanding the business, adding more product lines with cabinetry, plumbing, all kind of bath products, and also expanding the business in the sense that we are very unique because we also do retail. We have a lot of stores, distribution centers all over the world. So I started in the company 15 years ago. I was hired first in Spain and then transferred to the US, and I'm very happy here.
What an amazing story from oranges to an absolute amazing worldwide player in stone, tile, and boy, a lot more categories that we're also going to dig into here.
Yeah,
Now,
we keep adding, product lines, over the years, and it's an ongoing thing for Porcelanosa.
you're very well known here in North America and over the entire world. There's nearly 970 stores throughout what are 5 continents. I'd love to touch on what was it that very early on you saw that said, let's go all in with Material Bank, first in North America?
Well, samples has been always an issue, especially for a company like Porcelanosa, that we offer such a wide range of products. So, and we always come, with new items all the time. So sampling is always a problem. And I met Adam back then, and he explained to me the idea that he had, with Material Bank. And, after having a conversation with him, I realized that the idea was brilliant, but also you can feel that there was like a real business, a solid business plan behind it.
And you are certainly a very large player, global. You have the capabilities of spending, investing in key areas. How would you rank Material Bank in terms of the quality of leads that we're able to produce? And for a company your size, have we been able to move the needle so that you can effectively gain a proper return from this business?
Well, for us, the quality of the leads is extraordinary. I mean, uh, Especially the way the market has shifted in the last few years. Before with COVID, everything has changed a lot. There has been many changes in the industry, and it's more difficult to get face to face, meetings with interior designers, with architects, with people in the industry. And with Material Bank, we have been able, to be aware of projects or things that otherwise would be way more difficult for us.
Talk to us a little bit about the process that your team goes through after receiving a lead from Material Bank. What's the journey towards working your way towards that sale?
Well, we receive the lead. When you see the item, we have like in our system, in our CRM, we classify the lead. It goes, to the different rep depending on the region, depending on the market. If we classify the lead, something that is very important is that this is an existing client or not. So, and that to be, to go to the right person. And then we like to follow up immediately. I think that time is the essence when it comes, and then keep monitoring, the lead until, we can disregard the lead or we can start closing, so, providing more information, pricing, of course, and especially because, it depends on the stage of the project, the lead, needs like more follow-up or less, there. So for us, is the information that you provide, when it comes to the stage of the project is really, really important.
Would you share with us what percentage Material Bank comprises of the overall leads in A&D for you?
In A&D has become the main source of leads at this point. So I would say probably more than 50% for sure.
I'd love to hear some success stories, actual project wins that have taken place, because I also know it takes large sales to move the needle for a company of your size.
Yes. Well, we had a lot of projects, very successful ones that we closed with you. The ones that I really love the most is the ones that we are able, to start with a sample, with a piece of tile that we ship, through you, and then we are able, to not only close the project regarding that sample, but also cross-selling and adding more things to the project. So I can tell you, like, for instance, residential projects that we started with a couple of samples of tile, and then we end up not only, doing the bathrooms or of the project, but also doing like the whole house, even the exterior. And, like a sale of maybe $15,000-$20,000 becomes like a seven figures project. So we had like some of them, like for instance, I wouldn't like to disclose the names because I don't know if I'm allowed, but
Of course.
we have like a NFL star that, like, his interior designer started working with that, requesting, samples for the bathroom, and then we end up doing the like two kitchens of the mansion and all the bathrooms and the general floor and the exterior. So it became a large project for like over $1 million.
Wow. So we're talking six-figure, seven-figure orders that have come as a result of Material Bank. That's incredible.
Yeah, especially as I said, when you start only with one piece, and then you add all the cabinetry, all the design, all the exterior with the facade of the house, and everything all together. So that's amazing. It's amazing. It's very difficult to get a hold of such a project. So
Have we introduced you to also new designers that you would not have otherwise have known if it wasn't for Material Bank?
yes, for sure. It's like we had a very good base, but as the things are changing very quickly, and you have like a lot of designers that they switch from firm to firm. So since we get, all the information through Material Bank and we know who designer is, we are able to track it down in our database. So it's like, okay, this is a former, ex designer, and now he's working somewhere else. And we always, if we know that the rep has a good relationship with that designer, we, transfer the account from one to other. We manage that based on that.
This is so amazing to hear. The perspective from a success story has been you've gone from the orange business to being a dominant player worldwide inside of the world of stone and tile. For us to play even a small part in that is remarkable. We're forever gracious for your support.
Thank you very much. We really enjoy working with Material Bank, working with you guys. It has been an amazing run and add a lot of value to our company, and we will continue working with you.
And we've taken this because I want to share our relationship is now worldwide. So when we announced that we were going to Japan, when we announced that we were going to Europe, right away you called and said, "Count me in. I'm all in."
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What I explained, Porcelanosa is a family-owned business. The family is still, very involved. I talk to them almost, every day. So when you told me that you were going to open in Europe, that's the first thing that I suggest to them. They were totally on board since the very beginning. In Japan, same thing. We are starting in Japan because it's a market that we never been. And now, first thing that they did is our people there is contact you and start, setting up everything, to work through Material Bank in Japan too. So I think that you're becoming a worldwide, player. And as we are, so there are many synergies right there. So
I don't know of very many I can't count two or three of them, who, as Porcelanosa has been able to successfully sell. You are, as you said, not just tiles. You are tiles, mosaics, bathrooms, kitchens, cabinets, faucets, vanities, bathtubs, showers, facades that you covered, laminates, vinyl, kitchen, living rooms, even furniture. It is remarkable. I'd love to get some insight in terms of how you've been able to take an amazing brand that started in that tile segment and was able to so broadly expand and gain such penetration and beautiful seamless designs. How have you been able to do that?
Well, we understood that the client, was coming to the stores, to change the bathroom. Most of the tile is for the bathroom. Even though you can use it, in all your home. Uh, and then we started, with the cross selling, with the bath products. And then we realized with the bath products, it comes the vanity too. So the owners of the company, they had the vision, and in order to start, building all these factories, around the tile factory in Spain, and start offering all these products, and they realized that they were very successful because it was very complementary, and the Porcelanosa brand was so powerful, especially back in Spain, back in the days, that we were able to sell the whole package. So we became like one-stop shop for our customers, and they loved it. Then we keep expanding, with once we do the vanities, you do the cabinetry also for the kitchens. And once you do the kitchens, you want to do the countertops. That comes with it. So, and we keep adding things to the homes, and we keep doing that. It's as I said at the beginning, it's an ongoing process for us, and we are always willing to explore new possibilities. We have some furniture now, modestly. We don't. It's not like our main focus, but we have some, because believe it or not, we have like many people coming to our stores, and sometimes we have furniture for this. Just as a decoration, and people ask if they can buy that. So it's like, okay, let's do it ourselves to see how far we can get with it. So this is the way that the company has been growing.
So I'd encourage everyone to go to their stores. I've been to two of your stores. Amazing. The experience that you're describing and being able to see the wide range of products, which might be surprising to some of the segment of designers inside of this community, is very broad. But it is done with absolute taste, elegance inside of this ecosystem.
Thank you.
They can certainly find a local store by going to porcelanosa.com and searching by zip code inside of that ecosystem. And for our viewers in Europe, please also take a look at some of the European store locations that are there. They're magnificent in Europe. These are much larger store formats that really provide an incredible comprehensive view of the product lines. Share with us the state of the art facilities and a little bit of context about how important sustainability is to you guys at Porcelanosa in this factor.
Well, as I was saying, we the founders of the company, that they're still, we have still, a couple of them. There were three, and there is like two still running the company. That I was in Spain last week, and I was with them. So, and when they started Porcelanosa, they realized, there was tiles also in Spain back then in 1973, but there was like a very, let's say, a commodity tile. They realized that nobody was doing like a high end, tile. So they went to Italy, and they started looking for the finest technology. So since the very beginning, the company Porcelanosa had the finest, tile, machinery, and now the cabinetry and everything. So that has been like a must for Porcelanosa to be always cutting edge when it comes to technology. And of course, with technology, at times, passing by, it comes, to become like carbon neutral, which is our goal at some point. So we have been adding. We were the first ones, to add all the recycling of all the water that is used in the company. Like 100% of the water that we use in the company is recycled and reused. And we also have like, 1/3 of the energy that we consume in our factories in Spain, it comes from renewable, sources, mostly solar panels that we have installed on the rooftop of the factory. And also with the packaging. Packaging is all, I mean, recycled material. We reuse that. In our material, same thing. I mean, there is zero waste. I mean, 99% of the waste that we have is reused, to in the production chain. And we keep like adding all the news. Our goal is in the next, 10, 15 years to be carbon neutral, and all the energy that is consumed in order to manufacture our products to be coming from renewable sources.
Manuel, I want to thank you and the entire team at Porcelanosa. Here's to the next 50 years and a lot of continued years of success as working together as partners. Thank you.
Thank you very much.